What's up, everyone? Welcome to OMG Let's Talk. We are talking about 90 Day The Single Life, Season 4, Episode 11, last episode of the season before the tell-all, and we are covering Debbi. Let's see where she's at with Reuben the Cuban.
Oh my god.
OMG.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
OMG.
Oh my god.
Let's talk.
Miss Debbi the Peacock. Look at her in her peacock suit. She's done. She's done with Florida, packing up to go home. Really not too much to cover in this episode, except that she is really mad at Julian. Like, really mad.
Yes. 100%. She confronts Julian for getting into her business. I don't think it was his call to tell Reuben the Cuban all these details that he doesn't know about, like that
No.
she's ready to move to Miami and you know it's funny Miss Debbie's like, Julian, you brought up the O word. The O word meaning Osama.
She does call him out. Oh shoot. But at the same time, Marley and I were noticing that
stuff. What happened?
Hold on, just watch
What
this.
the hell did you tell Reuben yesterday?
What do you mean?
You know, he acted like, oh, Miss Debbie's ready to fly her butt back down to Miami and move in.
I told him what you told me in the car.
Does this all seem a little scripted? It felt like I was watching a fucking episode of Pawn Stars. They seem fake with each other.
Yeah, especially Julian. Remember we were saying like he has like that cop attitude, so he's like very just dry. I don't know. It does seem like acting a little.
It seems like they're both kind of playing like a role or something.
Well, we already said like Miss Debbie has yeah, she talks weird all the time, and it always sounds like she's telling a story. But they might both be like that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I can live in Miami. Oh, this is my people. Oh, this is my art. Oh, yeah, this is where I need to be.
I said that to you, not to him. I am not.
That's pretty true too, though. Like he did blurt out everything that she told him in private. Like, bro, give me a chance. Yeah, this is what she says.
You made me look like desperate.
He kind of did though. Like, I don't know if she was. I don't know. He kind of fucked it up for her. Especially you can see on this drive home that we'll get to right now. Like, it's kind of. I mean, it's kind of bad. So
it wasn't his place to say.
But yeah, last day in Miami, they're packing up to go. Julian's like, "All right, you ready to go?"
Are you ready to go?
Look at this.
But Reuben offered to take me to the airport, and I'm gonna let him take me.
Really?
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, bitch, you're riding alone. I'm going with my boy right here."
You messed up. I think I see Julian's side of things. He's worried about his mom. He doesn't want her to make more mistakes because she's been hurt so much, but also she doesn't want you involved in her business, so just don't.
Yeah, a lot more goes on in that little clip. He basically calls her out and say, back off. And he's like, well, it's just because I care. And I understand sometimes I'm a little overbearing. I could be aggressive, but this is who I am. And I don't know. It just, yeah, he's kind of fucking annoying, though.
Yes.
He's like, you don't have to do it so loud and publicly. Like, you could bring me to the side. He's like, I won't do that. I'm going to call him out to his face in front of everyone. She's like, well, that's what I'm asking you not to do.
Yes. Does he not get it?
He doesn't. But Reuben the Cuban takes her to the airport. Julian has to drive alone. And this is the most awkward shit at the end of the season. I can't believe it.
I don't.
Complete silence in the car ride.
It was so sad to see this.
The thing is, we're not talking, and I'm reading the body language, and it doesn't look really good.
And this is the day after all the news came out. So obviously he's thinking, think about how loud Reuben was the entire time and how much he had to say.
Yes, and to go from that to this, he's in his head right now. He's just thinking, I don't know, maybe he has a whole different mindset about Miss Debbie. Like, she might be a little loopy. Is this the person that I want to be with? The person that was with a 22-year-old and was almost going to move to Morocco?
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
It definitely seems like he's taking a step back.
Nothing venture, nothing gain.
Even like his sayings that are usually so impactful seem a little like less enthusiastic about it. Like, yeah, nothing ventured, nothing gained. But before he'd be like, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Like, boom, let's go, Miami, fucking Reuben the Cuban. He ain't feeling that way today.
His whole energy levels just dropped down. And she's right. Maybe he overthinking things, but he has to keep that in mind. He's old too. He has to know that he has to be careful with who he gives his feelings to.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah, I mean, what his words are saying, like, I'm going to continue, but he just doesn't have the same vibe that he did, like, in the last
I
days.
think it's, it's just a wonderful,
no. Maybe he's just being nice.
Yeah.
stew that we're brewing, as an example. And
Or maybe he just had a bad day. Maybe something happened with his mom, or, it could be
Yeah.
anything, because he seems off. That's all I know.
Yeah. Something went on with his parents. I mean,
Yeah.
he does still call her sweetie, but again, it's not that enthusiasm that he had throughout their previous dates.
No, I totally
I
agree.
think this is just the beginning of brewing that sopa, as we would say in Spanish.
Well, honey, I like sopa and I
Oh
like
God.
Reuben the chicken. But it's like I can't live
Percy.
off fairy tales anymore.
Hey, at least she's saying,
We
like,
know.
good for her for speaking up, though. You got to say what you want, especially like this next
Yeah.
quote.
I need a hero, and a hero is a guy that knows how to be straight, truthful, and loyal.
But I also feel like she's putting a lot of pressure on him. He's like, what have I done for you to think that I'm not any of those things?
Yes, because he's shown that he's all that. I mean, he's taking care of his parents.
Mm-hmm.
His old parents, and he seems like a very responsible person. We've never heard about any source of him cheating. I don't even know if he's been married before, but
No,
he
I
seems like a
don't.
genuinely good dude.
Yeah, I don't think they talk about it much, but whatever his past was doesn't seem that bad.
To separate for a little bit.
No.
Want to go
I mean,
visit
and look
you
at
in
him.
Hotlanta. More
He said he's gonna go.
caliente, Alanta.
You already caliente, honey.
They still have a little bit of spice, but it just doesn't seem as powerful as it was. And I think either he's having a bad day from his parents, or Julian's getting in his head.
I think hearing something like that is going to make you think a lot and maybe not feel that certain way. But maybe once she goes back home and she didn't have too much time to explain herself, like
That's
what
true.
ended up happening with Osama. So
Yeah,
once she does that, maybe he can understand.
And I'm sure he's gonna have some questions, and they'll talk about it on the phone before he comes to Hotlanta, Muy Caliente Hotlanta.
Sweetie.
Third kiss.
He goes in for the kiss though more than her, so that's a good sign, right?
Yeah, he's
Alright,
still
sweetie.
into her,
Bye.
but
Yeah, Reuben the Cuban is sick, dude.
I love him. He's
Yeah.
so nice. She needs somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just really hope they work
on
out.
the right foot.
Yes. But she has to move to Miami, Florida, I think. If it's gonna work out, she has to move there because
Because his
Reuben
parents.
takes care of his family. So
Yeah, I
gotta
think you
go.
might be right. But fuck, dude, if she was willing to jump the gun and go to Morocco, dude, just do it. This guy is a diamond in the rough. Look at this dude.
They're like two peas in a pod. They're both very
Hey,
eccentric.
look at the colors. Yeah,
They're
look at the
both
colors
smart.
that
Yes.
they're wearing. Like you would
instantly be like,
walk
perfect
all
couple.
day for a month and not find two people that are rocking styles like this. Like they are meant for each other.
Exactly.
Was very unfamiliar with what a healthy relationship looks like, and I'm starting to get a glimpse into that.
That's pretty cool though.
Oh, I hope that I hope that Reuben the Cuban is that person for her, because it seems like she's had a lot of struggles in her life, and hopefully it's that time for her to be happy.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Outside of 70, it's like, I'll tell you one thing. This appearance may be old, but in here, it's an eternal fountain of youth, y'all.
Truth.
There you
Y'all.
go. There you go, y'all. Miss Debbi
Oh
wrapping it
my
up for the season. That's the end of season 4. We're coming back next week with the tell-all breakdown. It's gonna be lit. Debbi and Debbi get into it. Debbi and Colt's mom, Debbi, get into it. So definitely come join us for that. It'll be really fun. If you guys made it this far, give us
mind-blowing.
a thumbs up, subscribe, consider subscribing if you haven't already. We appreciate it. And we put up, I don't know, a couple videos a week at this point. So, and we got a new season of 90 Day coming up. So
Watch them all.
we cover all this shit, all of it. We appreciate you guys, and we will see you in the next video.
Thanks, guys.